me from a philosopher Confucius. Study the past as if it would define your future. I feel like this quote really defines the class of 2016. We sure made a lot of memories together that will never be forgotten. In these past years of high school and elementary, we had a lot of classmates that leave and then some that have joined. Since I came here in 3rd grade in Miss Matson's class, I couldn't have asked for a better group of friends to go on this journey with than the ones that are sitting with me here today. Yes, we have had our differences, but we have always stayed together, between telling jokes and those long talks at the op. Our class has really grown close over the years. We're like a pot of gumbo, all sorts of rich spices that work together. A quote from a movie that some of us I know have watched probably too many times. And yes, I know what you're thinking, Ms. Schmidt. He better have cited all these quotes. They aren't. But it's okay, my diploma's already signed. Our class has so many great personalities. Esmeralda Ergwood, the one in the class you can always depend on to stand up for something she cares about. Stephen Ergwood, someone who is a very hard worker and is always willing to help. Celine Dunlap, has always been there to keep us organized and take charge of things that others may hesitate to do. Will Dyer, is someone you can always have a conversation about, any for an event. Ruben Garcia, always making those days that seem to drag on more interesting by saying something totally random. Destiny Johnson, the one person in the class you never want to do anything stupid around, because if you do, she caught it on camera. Andy King, the person who always had a joke for something, even if you didn't want to hear it. Crystal Salinas, a person that I had never seen in a bad mood. William Sanford, the race fanatic, that if you ever had a question about racing, you could count on William for an answer. Savannah Weezy has always been there to support her classmates in whatever they're doing with an infectious laugh and smile. Nolan Wondercheck, the teller of the corniest jokes I have ever heard in my life, to make any moment from being dull. These are my classmates. I have made a lot of lifelong memories, and I would like to share some of these with you. From elementary field trips where the gorilla that Esmer was looking at looked like it was going to shatter the glass, or the shirts we cut to make our junior high swing choir show, Thriller, look closer to the music video. There are also more recent memories, like Stephen having the worst three-point percentage in the world between class shots. Or prom, where we saw William attempting to do the worm, and Ruben's killer dance moves. None of us will forget those long talks at the co-op, and we all have those memories that if our parents knew about them, they would be biting their nails. Picture this. It's about 9 o'clock on a November night. Andy, Stephen, Nolan, and I are driving back roads looking for some unlucky coons. It seemed like the night's going to be a bust. We hadn't seen anything all night. Right when we about gave up all hope, there he was, sitting in the middle of the road, basically saying, "Come shoot me." Man, were we ready. I had one hand on the gun and the other on the door, which probably wasn't a good thing since I was driving. I told Andy to put it in park as I hit the brakes. That's the fastest I ever moved in my entire life. I was out of the pickup before I could hear Andy yell, "It's in neutral." The pickup began to slowly roll down the hill, and Andy was the only one left inside. It's a good thing we had Stephen and he's fast, because I don't know how long Andy could have steered from the passenger seat. Stephen jumped into the driver's seat, hit the brakes, and as Andy's life flashed before his eyes. Or maybe it was the spotlight he was holding on to the whole time. We not only made memories with each other, but teachers as well. Like how you can make a flight in time being 8 months pregnant. Thanks, Miss Sweeter. And I can't leave out Mr. Sire. None of the guys in our class will forget your crash course on how not to drive down a one-way. There's just too many memories, and I don't have even close to enough time to talk about all of them. But what I can say is if the quote, "Study the past as if it would define your future," is true, then our future looks pretty bright, class of 2016.